Alright, so guys, today I'm going to be ranking all 7 Losers Club kids from it ranked worst to best. But before, I wanna just give like a few shout outs. Not a few, a lot. So shout out to Royal CJ, Clapped Cracked, and then Green Diamond 09, Royal T, as well as a lot of other people like my boy CPT Willis or Captain Willis, whatever. Anyways, yeah. So those are my shout outs. Just make sure that you subscribe, like, and comment down below. Never disrespect the cryptic code. And now, alright, so coming in at number 7 is particularly the most hated one in chapter 2, which is the most recent, is Mike Hamlin, yeah. I'm not sure, Hamlin or Hamlin. Anyways, that's besides the point. So really, this is just my opinion, remember, but I don't really like this character. He is believed to be the leader of the group, like more than Bill, but to me he's not, because he tricks the Losers Club in the end about the ritual, and he calls everybody he remembers, but he never develops a character arc. A lot of the kids' parents play a big role, especially Beverly's dad, but a lot of them just play like a big role, and the only thing that we hear about or see about Mike Hamlin's dad, well, first off, C, is that he just kills a sheep. He makes him kill a sheep. Mike doesn't want to do it, and he just kills a sheep. And what we hear is that his dad, he just likes meat. He owns a farm, I'm pretty sure, and he kills sheep for probably food. And he's a jerk. So I really don't like Mike, and his character arc really is never developed until chapter 2, but he drugs Bill, makes him steal those stuff, and yet he still expects everyone to be on his side when they are tricked. That right there is why Mike is my least favorite Losers Club member. Now coming in at number 6 is Stanley. So really, Stanley, he's a good character and all, and at first he was actually one of my favorites. But the thing that stinks about it is that the way that his storyline is shaped, he is really messed up. He got bit by the flute lady right on the head, and he kills himself in chapter 2, like, I don't know, like about 20 minutes in. And really, if you're gonna make a character like that in a movie like it, then it's just not gonna work out for that character. And really, that's the only reason I didn't really like him. And he's just not as good as the other characters. He has a much more, how do I say this, a much more messed up life. And really all we want is Pennywise to be messed up. We don't need the kids being messed up. But besides that, his character arc and the storyline and the timeline of him, it plays out good. His dad owns a church. Oh yeah, another part I don't like is that he literally says that he will always be a loser, and he just leaves. He ditches the church, and then Richie literally starts clapping. Anyways, yeah, but his dad owns a church and stuff, and he fears the flute lady. But yeah, at least we were able to get this character in. And also keep in mind that I do not like include anything from the 1990 version. I'm only speaking facts from 2017 and 2019, which is chapter 1 of 2017 and the 2019 chapter 2. Yeah, so coming in at number 5 is Richie. And now I know a lot of people love him for being a jokester, and everyone feels for him that Eddie dies at the end, but he clearly likes to annoy the Losers Club. And if he's gonna want to annoy the Losers Club, then he's gonna become less of a likable character. And honestly, at first I kind of forgot that Richie was even in the group or club. I personally thought that his name was like, I don't know, like Leo or something. I don't know. Well, I just know that I thought he had a different name and stuff. And no, I think his real name was actually like Nick. Yeah, I thought his name was Nick at first. But for me, he's really forgettable until you watch chapter 2 of 2019. But yeah, he's just really forgettable. That's all. But other than that, oh yeah, and he likes to annoy the Losers Club. But other than that, you know, he's a good character. Coming in at number 4 will be Eddie. So Eddie, I just really think that he's a funny character, but the only part that makes him bad is that you really feel for him when he dies in chapter 2. I personally would have been good if Ben died or something, but no, they had to change it. Instead, it was different. So that right there is actually part of why I am not like a crazy big fan of him. And yeah, so personally, Eddie, you just really feel for him when he dies. And then the last line that he says to Richie, it's really messed up to say. I would have said something like goodbye and then die. But instead he says, I effed your mom. And where's the emo? 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 Where's the email? So he literally just says, I effed your mom, and mic drop. Anyways, so coming in at the top 3. So we are not at the top 3, ladies and gentlemen, my bad. But we're at the top 3, ladies and gentlemen, and now I want you guys to have like a lively and good discussion in the comments and tell me what you think on the Losers Club Kids rankings. Tell me what you would think. Alright, so first off, number 3 is Ben. So I know it's like he's not as good as Richie or Eddie, but I like him because when he's with Henry Bowers, it's more like those intense scenes, and like, how do I say this? And it really like you get more like tension. You feel the tension coming, but that's a good thing because that's what we want. We want the tension. We want the action. Like, I did not know what's gonna happen in when he was getting cut in the stomach in chapter 1. And I thought Pennywise was just gonna come out and kill Henry and the other kids that were with Henry. But it turns out, no, Ben literally just kicked Henry, and then he just like went right over that little rail or whatever you want to call it. And then yeah, and he just started running away. He found a losers club who helped him. But yeah, the tension really built with him, and personally, I'm a big fan of tension. I don't know if you ever knew that. Well, probably not, but you know, I just like tension because now you just really, how do I say this? You just really feel something bad is coming, and even when it's not, it's good to feel that because you have concern. Besides, that sounds like words of wisdom. Anyways, but yeah. I just think that when we see stuff about Ben, everything is much more better. Coming out number 2 is Beverly. So the reason I would probably rank her at number 2 is because, first off, the relationship with her dad, that also builds tension. And especially when they got kind of like in a fight and he got hit, and he most likely was definitely dead, I think, because they never showed any part of him except for the crazy grandma, or no, the crazy daughter or something, or Pennywise's daughter. Pennywise's daughter said, "Are you still Daddy's little girl?" That's really like the only part we really hear him about, and I'm pretty sure Beverly talks about him in chapter 2. But yeah, and he was most likely dead in chapter 1. But still, I just think that when you're also with Beverly, there's more tension, and then kind of plays a lot in a role with Bill and Ben, especially when especially in chapter 2, when Ben gets that flashback when he was a kid, and he saw like a vision of Beverly being like a monster, or Pennywise was taking the role as Beverly. But yeah, so it definitely also plays a big role in that, because C is Ben and Billy's crush. Anyways, I think that Beverly is number 2. But of course, I'm gonna give the number 1 to the real reason that these movies were even made, and how the whole movie matches up with one character, Billy. Billy is number 1 because he is obviously pretty much the main character and the leader of the Losers Club, as being the reason that Pennywise even chose them. Because all of a sudden, Georgie wanders into the sewers, and then his arm gets bit off, and then now Ben and the Losers Club is searching for him. But they find nothing but a dead Georgie. Well, pretty much they didn't find him dead, but you know what I mean. And really, because this is the reason, or Billy is the reason that these movies started, which by the way are good movies. So he pretty much brought us these good movies that pretty much anyone can enjoy. And I just really like that the element of that kind of matches up with the entire storyline. It's the reason that Pennywise chose them to fight and tried to kill, which he succeeded at 2 of them. But yeah, so Ben is number 1, and that right there is my rankings, or are my rankings for the Losers Club. kids ranked from worst to best. And yeah, that right there is my video for all 7 Losers Club kid members being ranked. Remember, subscribe, like, and comment down below. Never disrespect the cryptic code. And this should be coming out like at night or something. But yeah, I'll see y'all. Hopefully it's not a long video because I am editing all this and making a bunch of different clips. Anyways, yeah. And I will see y'all, and remember,